Hello friends and colleagues. The second day of NAB Show 2026 just kicked off. It promises to be just as busy as the first day, if not even more intense. Briefly continues to bring you the updates from exhibitors. We've already highlighted Riedel Communications in connection with its acquisition of ARRI, but the company has news that goes beyond this deal.
Hi, I'm Jake Dodson. I'm Riedel's Executive Director of Product Management. Welcome to our booth at NAB 2026. I just have some highlights. So what are we showing? What's new? Well, in front of me here, you can see our Horizon device. This is part of our MediaNet family. What is Horizon? It's a 1RU 19-inch rack. And typically we'll use Horizon for decentralized distributed SDI processing or as a 2110 IP gateway into the SDI domain. However, what we're showing here is a brand new flavor of Horizon, same hardware, new software build, and we now have a full 2110 IP multi-viewer. So in a 1RU 92-inch rack, we support 128 pips, 16 heads. So the whole purpose here is to take existing hardware and give it additional capabilities. So for customers that want to transition between the SDI world and the 2110 world, we now have the ability to actually have a very, very cost-effective way of achieving that with the new Horizon 2110 IP multi-viewer. Another new product that we're showing at the show, this is the 1200 series smart panel desktop, but with a brand new capability. Now we have a commentary application. So the smart panel is a user interface that could be repurposed for intercom, for audio monitoring, for control, but now with the new addition of commentary, what you see here is a brand new user interface. The workflow is completely tuned for the commentary profession. So simplified user interface. You can see here, for example, very, very simple on-air, off-air key. We have additional information on, for example, the talent or the commentator and information about the production. So the goal for us at Riedel here is to bring value for money. So basically, you use your existing 1200 desktop panel, add the new app, and now you can put a commentator panel down wherever you like. We have the additional fiber cages, so we can string this thing out on a fiber, and just again showing the true flexibility of the smart panel technology. New on the booth at NAB 2026 is the new StageLink device, the NSA-08. So this is the StageLink family. This is a whole family of 2110 capable audio edge devices with redundant -7 connectivity. The 08 here is a 6-in, 6-out device. Each one has a GPIO associated with it, and it's really designed for bringing audio in and out of the network. The unique thing about the StageLink product is that we have a very, very wide dynamic range, 151.5 dBs. So this device can be used as a mic preamplifier, it can be used as a line-in, as an analog 4-wire, but it can also be used as an AES-3 digital, all on exactly the same physical interface. So it's a really, really flexible family of edge devices. And now with the new 1.1 software version, we also now support USB audio channels as well. So now you have a broadcast audio device that can effectively be used as a sound card, in a PC computer environment. Just to throw in for good measure, a couple of fiber cages. So if you want to string this thing out on fibers in a production, so all round StageLink, really, really flexible next generation audio edge devices.
Atomos is among the industry's rapidly evolving vendors. Ahead of NAB Show 2026, the company announced a number of new products, now available for exploration at its booth.
Hi, welcome to NAB 2026. This is the Atomos booth. My name is Peter, and I want to talk to you about some of the new things that we're launching here at the show. The first thing to talk about is our new Sumo Pro 19. This is our 4K on-set monitor. It's a really useful monitor because not only can you see really high resolution camera images from either SDI or HDMI inputs, it can also use its Wi-Fi technology to accept NDI feeds as well. And this monitor also has multiple inputs, so it can be used as a 4-input touchscreen switcher. It has a really high contrast 1000 nit P3 display, so it's 4K P3 brightness 1000 nit P3 display, and it also has all the overlay and framing tools that you know from previous Ninjas and also the Sumo from before as well. The other great thing is it can also record from your camera. You can actually record RAW via SDI or HDMI up to 8K, and you can record on CF Express Type B, or you can record to external USB devices as well. So it's a really capable, multiple purpose on-set monitor for the highest end productions that you can possibly need. Also, another new product is our new Shogun AV19. So this is a sister product of the Sumo. This is the rack mount version, so it's a little bit cheaper, and the basically difference is it does not have the Wi-Fi and it's built into a rack mount configuration. So you can use it in like an AV or a broadcast rack, or you can also buy a road case and use it in a similar way to the Sumo's use, so you can use the road case to bring it on set. It also has a DC input, so you can power it via a power adapter, or you can use battery power as well, just like you can with the Sumo. So you get all the on-screen displays, framing and exposure tools, as well as multi-channel recording, and also the ability to do touchscreen multi-camera switching as well. So really good utility product, really great monitor. We've also expanded our PTZ line. So we have what's called the Atomos AI PTZ cameras, and they have automatic tracking built into them so they can follow you around and be sort of a hands-free camera for doing live production. Great for on-set use or houses of worship, corporate, education and places like that. And we've also announced a brand new PTZ remote controller. This is the new professional controller that can do up to 254 cameras from one controller. It's NDI compatible, it's NDI license built in, which means you see the video from your different cameras as you can controlling them, and then you can choose any of up to 124. Now, it doesn't have to be an Atomos camera. It can be any PTZ camera that follows the standard PTZ protocol, so you can use it in an existing infrastructure, add in a more advanced controller, and then also add our existing auto tracking cameras on top of that ecosystem as well. So really, really nice way of being able to expand your infrastructure with new technology. The next thing I want to talk about is Atomos have actually acquired Flanders Scientific. And what that means is that now we can offer a much wider range of products, everything from 5-inch on-camera monitors all the way up to 65-inch reference displays. So that means we can now support filmmakers, colorists and editors across the entire ecosystem. Flanders monitors are very, very famous for high-end post-production, renowned for quality calibration and resolution and color accuracy. So we're really proud to bring that product line and team into Atomos. And now, as I said, we can support even more people across the entire ecosystem.
Canon consistently attracts attendees, eager to explore its latest products and solutions. This year's show is no exception, with the company introducing a range of compelling innovations.
Hi, I'm Ryan Snyder, Senior Technical Specialist at Canon USA. We're here at the NAB 2026 booth, and this is the new CineServo 40 to 1200 millimeter lens. This is the successor to our very unique 50 to 1000 lens, which at the time was the longest telephoto Super 35 lens. Now we have gone longer and wider. We have a 40 to 1200 millimeter with amazingly the same length, width, dimensions and weight as the 50 to 1000. So what's new on this one is this now supports a new firmware update for our C400 camera specifically that will enable automatic exposure ramping compensation. So as the lens gets to the telephoto side of the lens and starts ramping down, our cameras will automatically boost that gain up to compensate. So you have the full length of telephoto zoom without any of the darkening near the ends. The RF mount version of this lens supports dual pixel CMOS autofocus, great for less experienced camera operators, volunteers, things like that. And finally, there's a new drive unit on here which supports focus breathing compensation. So it will actually utilize a small amount of zoom to compensate for focus breathing. So this new exciting lens is available in RF and PL mount and will be available around the September timeframe.
So another thing we're showing here at NAB is our new PTZ controller, the RCIP 300. This controller shares many of the same features as our larger RCIP 1000, just as in a more compact size and weight. As you can see, they both have screens. It says a smaller screen, but it still supports multi-view and single view. as well as all the camera menus, so you can not only adjust the settings of the controllers, but you can also do the detailed settings on each camera itself. It supports power over Ethernet, as well as an AC adapter, and also has one serial port for serial connections.
Hello, I'm Jim Moroda. I'm in charge of multi-purpose camera in Canon USA. So I'd like to introduce our new camera, MS510. So this camera is our multi-purpose camera. It's very good for low light shooting and also long distance shooting. So customer can use it for like border security or infrastructure surveillance, or customer can use it for like nighttime wildlife documentary shooting. And also it is equipped with our SPAD image sensor. This is very different from usual CMOS sensor. It is very good for low light shooting.
The show is in full swing, and Briefly is bringing you the latest and greatest from the show floor. Stay tuned.